How do I do it all? The Brezza gives me the power.
Would you sense, let's look at the successful teams here, Delhi, Punjab in the early days of the IPL, at least so far, you can see depth in batting regardless of the impact sub. And you can see multiple bowling options also regardless. And then the impact sub almost becomes someone that won't necessarily be instrumental in the team's success that night, just an added bonus or added strength. You sense Rajasthan are not there yet.
Yeah, they are not. And the reason is, one is Jofra Archer. He hasn't been bowling well, and because of which their spinners are under a lot of pressure. And we saw in both the games where Jofra, I know, is coming back from the injury, but he's not looking at his best, and he needs to find a way. And I'm sure he is capable enough to do that. And at the same time, another worry is Sanju Samson. He's not the captain at the moment. They've named Riyan Parag for first 3 games. So even there's not much clarity within the team. I'm sure that when you have 2 different captains for first 3 games, and then Sanju is going to lead the team from 4th game onwards, then Riyan, who is not experienced enough at this stage, I don't know what's the message within the team. But there are times where when you have multiple captains, there is a lot of difficulties within the dressing room.
The interesting thing with Rajasthan is they pretty much, they don't have hardly any genuine all-rounders in the squad. You could say Hasaranga maybe, but more of a bowling all-rounder. Other than that, there's pretty much no one. Most of them are specialists. And what they tend to do, regardless of whether they're batting first or bowling first, they'll pick 6 batters and 5 bowlers. And their strategy evolves through the game much more than a lot of teams with the impact player. So we saw in the last game, because they lost a lot of wickets, they subbed in Dubé as a batter
In the first innings,
the first innings. If they had, got up to a 200 odd for 4, let's say, they would have subbed in a bowler at the innings break and used it that way. But they they're probably in some ways less formulaic in terms of they don't go into a game with a set plan of this is when we're planning to use the impact sub. They let it all play out. But it does feel like sometimes they have the issue of the top order isn't necessarily liberated to go really hard in the way that it has been at some teams, because of the fact that there's that slight level of uncertainty. Because if you end up in a situation where Hasaranga's due to come in at number 7, you have much shallower batting than a lot of teams in the IPL do. So I think it is unique among IPL teams and how they do it.